Have you ever been in that situation, where something absolutely vital just disappears right before a big presentation, maybe, or a deadline? Could be a file, could be, I don't know, your keys, even your lucky pen, and the clock's ticking, right? Suddenly, this small missing thing feels huge. We've all had that frantic search moment, haven't we? Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're actually looking at a children's story, believe it or not, called Benny's BUZZ-Nanza, the missing green pencil mystery. But stick with us because it's this surprisingly deep source for unpacking some really universal ideas about problem solving, getting organized, and teamwork. Our source is this delightful narrative about Benny the Bee and, well, a whole bunch of animated school supplies. Our mission: to dig into this adventure and pull out the practical strategies hidden inside things that apply way beyond an attic to the kinds of challenges you probably face every single day. Okay, so let's set the scene a bit. The story kicks off with Benny Bonaventure Bright. Great name, by the way, this fearful bee. He zips into an attic expecting, I guess, holiday stuff.
Yeah, something like that. Decorations or something. Yeah.
Right. But instead, it's chaos. And he finds this group of totally flustered school supplies. We meet Percy the pencil, described as sharp and witty. Claire the crayon, who wants to brighten up every page. Glenda the glue stick, she's all about keeping things and friends together.
Good old Glenda.
And Rocco the ruler, who, naturally, measures up every situation. They're all worked up in a tizzy because Logan, the little boy, he's starting school tomorrow. And his favorite green pencil, gone. Vanners.
The essential tool. Right before the big day. Classic setup for a crisis.
Exactly. And the place they're in, the attic, is just a total mess. This isn't just background color, is it? It's like problem number one.
Oh, absolutely. It's a foundational challenge. And this is where Benny, our hero, does something really interesting, something strategic. He doesn't just jump into the panic.
Right. He doesn't start flipping things over looking for the pencil immediately.
No, and what's fascinating here isn't just that Benny organizes, but why it's so important. We often overlook this in real-life pressure situations, don't we? Our gut reaction is usually just, do something, act now.
Yeah, find the thing.
Exactly. But Benny's first move, it's to pause that reactive searching and deal with the environment itself. His be-tidy superpower kicks in. He's organizing, sorting, tidying up every corner, sweeping away dust bunnies, clearing a safe path. This isn't just about being neat. It's like a strategic pause to reduce the mental load.
Okay, reduce the mental load. How so?
Well, think about it. When your workspace, whether it's a physical attic or, a messy project folder on your computer is chaotic, everything gets harder. Potential clues are hidden, paths forward are blocked or unclear. It's just noise.
Right, you waste time looking in the wrong places or tripping over stuff.
Precisely. So this raises a key question, I think. In our world, which often values immediate action, how often do we actually make time for that strategic pause to just organize, to clear the decks?
Probably not often enough.
Right. Clearing the clutter, literally or maybe figuratively, isn't just about finding the lost item. It makes the whole problem-solving process more efficient. You cut out the false trails, you see the real paths. It's like this essential first step that, honestly, a lot of teams skip, and then they wonder why they're spinning their wheels or burning out.
That makes so much sense. It's not just tidying, it's a strategic first move. An analytical step, almost. So, okay, the attic's clean. What happens next? How does this cleared space help them actually find clues?
Well, now the real quest can actually start properly. They shift from tidying to clue hunting. They start in a shadowy corner full of old cardboard boxes. And right away, we see teamwork starting to bubble up, using their different strengths.
How so?
Claire the crayon uses her colors to make bright labels for the boxes. It's like a basic filing system, right? While Glenda the glue stick gets inventive and glues the boxes into a sort of fort, turning obstacles into a defined search zone.
Okay, so they're structuring the search.
Exactly. It's a simple example, but shows how even basic organizing and structural thinking helps you find information faster. Think about labeling data or organizing project files, same principle.
And this structure pays off pretty fast, doesn't it? They hear something.
Yeah, a rustling sound. It leads them to Polly the protractor. She's adjusting her angles, naturally, and she gives them their first solid lead. I might have seen a glimmer of green near Tracy the trapper keeper.
Okay, progress.
But there's a catch. Polly warns them Tracy loves to play hiding games. So now it's not just a search, it's a targeted search, but with this little heads up that the target might be tricky.
So they need to be smart about it.
Right. And this introduces something important. Getting information indirectly and sort of assessing your source. Polly isn't giving a direct answer. She's offering an observation, plus a key insight about Tracy's behavior.
Like getting intel in the real world.
Exactly. We often work with bits and pieces, maybe rumors or someone's anecdote. The skill is figuring out how reliable that info is and what biases or games might be involved. It prepares them for a smarter search.
Okay, so they follow this lead. They find Tracy the Trapper Keeper described as cool, retro, pockets everywhere, looking like she's asleep.
A classic trapper keeper.
Totally. And Percy, being sharp, carefully unzips a pocket. And inside, not the pencil,
No, something else.
a small folded green piece of paper. This changes everything, right? They go from searching to decoding.
Absolutely. A critical turning point. Claire reads the paper aloud, and it's a riddle. To find what you seek, begin where the attic breathes and creaks. 3 keys, 3 tasks only teamwork unlocks the past.
Okay, cryptic.
It is, but it's also a classic problem-solving framework. 3 keys, 3 tasks. It breaks the problem down, right? Defines the scope, sets up stages, and explicitly says, you got to work together.
So it's like a project plan hidden in a riddle.
Pretty much. It moves them away from just randomly looking around to a structured approach. Success now depends on coordination and a shared goal.
And just then, another character appears.
Yep. Cue David the paperclip, mischievous fellow. He dangles down and lays it out plain. Find 3 hidden keys, each protected by a tricky task. Teamwork required.
And the supplies, they jump right in.
They do. They split up, showing individual initiative but still working towards that common goal. Which brings us to task 1. Benny spots the first key. It's on this wobbly stack of clothes.
Oh boy, I can see where this is going.
Crash! Down it comes, and the key slides under a mountain of tangled shoelaces.
A mountain of shoelaces. That sounds awful.
It's a brilliant metaphor, isn't it? For those problems that seem simple, like finding a key, but are actually super complex because everything's tangled together.
Like untangling old code or figuring out complicated procedures.
Exactly that. It highlights challenges where the issue isn't one single thing, but this messy web of dependencies. The story calls it a twisting, looping puzzle that required teamwork and patience. You can't just yank one lace free. You need that collective, persistent effort. It's the opposite of a quick fix. It takes time, collaboration, and just sticking with it.
Okay, so some are wrestling with shoelaces. What about Claire and Glenda?
They're off exploring. Claire finds an old globe, rolls it, hoping maybe there's a clue inside. It spins like crazy until Benny stabilizes it. Then Glenda spots a tiny crack. She gives it a gentle pull and pop. Out comes key number 2.
Nice. Task complete.
Not quite. As the key pops out, it knocks over a stack of index cards. And written on them is a new task. Match each subject to its school supply.
Okay, a matching game. Seems simpler than shoelaces.
Maybe on the surface, but it represents a different kind of thinking, doesn't it? It's about pattern recognition, making connections, relational thinking, core analytical skills.
Right, like crayons go with art.
Exactly. They quickly sorted crayons with art, rulers with math, glue sticks with crafts. It's not just sorting, it's understanding the underlying relationships, how things fit together. Which tool is right for which job?
Like mapping data points or figuring out which team member has the right skills for a task.
Precisely. It shows how solutions often come from organizing and interpreting the information you already have, applying that what goes with what logic.
Makes sense. Okay, 2 keys down, 1 to go. Where does the third task lead them?
It leads them to a pile of old toys. And guarding this area. Stuffed animals with determined button eyes.
Guard animals. Okay, how do they handle this? Brute force.
Not this time. Glenda, the creative one, has an idea. She whispers, let's throw a dance party.
A dance party? Seriously? To get past guard animals?
This is where it gets really interesting, I think. It challenges our usual ideas about problem solving, doesn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't normally suggest a dance party in a board meeting.
Probably not. But this task, guarded by a plush octopus demanding their best dance move, it really highlights creative problem solving, thinking way outside the box.
So the idea is distraction or something else.
It could be distraction, or maybe it's about changing the energy, disarming the situation with something unexpected, something joyful. It reminds us that not every problem is solved with logic or analysis alone. Sometimes creativity, fun, even a bit of absurdity can break a deadlock. It's about adapting your strategy to the specific barrier. Sometimes the most effective approach isn't the most obvious one.
That's a fantastic point, the value of different kinds of thinking. So they dance their way past the octopus.
Presumably. The story focuses on the idea. And with that third key secured, thanks to all these different approaches, the teamwork, the logic, the creativity, They head back to David the Paperclip.
The moment of truth.
He leads them to this small, dusty treasure chest. Benny and the supplies, one by one, they insert the keys. Click, clack, snap, the chest pops open.
And inside.
There it is, nestled inside on a bed of tissue paper. Logan's favorite green pencil. Shiny, smooth, ready for school.
Ah, success. I bet they were relieved.
Huge cheers. Benny's buzzing with happiness. And they throw a party. A real celebration. They decorate the attic with a poster using all their colors, especially, of course, the green pencil.
Nice touch.
It is. And it's more than just celebrating. It reinforces the whole team dynamic, right? Acknowledging the win, especially one that took everyone working together, strengthens those bonds. It makes the team more resilient for whatever comes next. It says, hey, we did this together, and it was worth it. The journey matters.
Yeah, celebrating success is important. And does it end there?
Almost. As the party winds down, this skinny fellow floats down, winks, and says, looks like our next adventure is calling.
Ah, so it's not really over.
That suggests it's a cycle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Learning, solving problems, facing the next challenge. The skills they learned aren't just for finding one pencil. They're ready for whatever's next.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. What are the big takeaways for, for us listening to this?
Well, we saw Benny's Be Tidy superpower, showing how crucial organization is not just tidiness, but strategically clearing the way, reducing that cognitive load.
Right, the strategic pause.
Then you had all the supplies contributing differently. Percy's sharpness, Claire's labeling, Glenda's, well, gluing things together, both literally and figuratively. Rocco's measuring. It shows how breaking down a problem, the 3 keys, 3 tasks, and applying different skills and teamwork get you there.
So problem decomposition, using diverse skills, collaboration, these aren't just for kids' stories.
Not at all. They're fundamental principles for tackling complex challenges anywhere. It's about knowing when to organize, when to analyze, when to get creative, and how to bring a team together effectively.
So for anyone listening, you're going to hit your own missing green pencil moments, right? Big or small.
Absolutely. Could be a project snag, a personal challenge, just getting things done. This story gives a kind of framework, doesn't it? First, maybe tidy up the problem space, get organized. Then follow the clues methodically, apply logic, but also don't be afraid to think differently, maybe even unconventionally, and lean on collaboration.
Use your team, even if that team is just, different parts of your own brain or the people around you.
Exactly. The best solutions often come from that mix, that symphony, if you like, of different skills and flexible strategies. Not just one brilliant idea, but orchestrated effort.
So a final thought to leave people with.
Maybe think about this. What complex problem are you wrestling with right now where maybe, just maybe, taking a step back to organize first could help? Or where applying a different kind of thinking, maybe even something that seems a bit playful or out there like the dance party, might actually unlock things? What are the hidden Be Tidy superpowers you already have, or that your team has that you're not fully using yet?